what's up? It's Erin, and it is crazy windy. But I had this great idea where I would do this outside, and so I am sitting outside. How is everybody? Let me make sure that I'm actually recording. Looks like I'm recording. Okay, cool. I am using my new little hands-free thing, which makes it really hard to drink coffee, but I figured it would cut down on some of the wind. So anyway, this is a beautiful place where I am living. And let's just see. I don't know if you can see out there. It's pretty sunny. But this is where whoopsies, this is where I live. Those are our horses. And can you believe it's supposed to snow in just a few days? Here, I'll give you the panoramic. Woo, so I'm sitting outside. It's just a gorgeous day. Unfortunately, it's a bit windy. And then I had this idea where I would sit outside, and now it's windy. But anyway, um, I have a few updates, some not so good, others, well, pretty great. So let's look at what I want to show you right now for a few minutes, and hopefully the wind is not the worst. It is. This is also an experiment to see if this thing actually cuts out some of the wind and you can just hear me. So anyway, the first things we're going to go through are our basics. Now, some things have happened and my paying ads and my paying crypto ads is no longer paying out. They have gone to change their entire business model, and that was just announced. So as of yesterday, we got an announcement saying that they were looking at two different things. One of them they called Plan A, and one of them they called Plan B. And Plan A was to turn all of the ad packs off, put everybody back to zero. So this is Plan A, and then kind of start over. But doing some things like um, different kind of surfing, having different sort of ad packs, but that means everybody loses their money. Now, Plan B is actually still everybody loses their money, and that is such a disaster considering that some people of course just got in, and I had looked and there was a guy who had just put in like $14,000 into my paying ads, and now he's not going to see a single cent back. So what happened is, like rev shares, people started taking their money out, taking their money out, taking their money out, but the money coming in was scarce. They even did this thing called a booster pack, and only like 12% of people did the $5 booster pack. So they sold 5,000 booster packs, but that wasn't enough. That was $25,000, which went to them, but that wasn't enough to actually get this going. So let me explain best I can what it is. So it's on the My Paying Ads site, and if you look down here, so Plan A was to reset everything to a zero balance and reduce referral commissions to 5%, and then daily earnings would be set between 0 and 2% variable depending on how much money came in. There would still be a maximum withdrawal of $200 per day and a minimum of $5. And the maximum withdrawal limit is 3 times the processor purchase. So that's more than twice. But then there was going to be 16 promotional tasks per day. They decided in short terms that that would not be a good model because most people in the program are not actually marketers and don't feel like doing a lot of extra marketing. I do not know how much glare this is getting. I'll move it into the, there. You get the lovely background. But Plan B was to stop ad packs sales completely and run both my paying ads and my paying crypto ads as non-revenue sharing traffic exchange platforms. That way they would see an increase in the member base is what they're thinking, with thousands of online marketers looking to spend their advertising money on a well-run modern platform and generate income for the platforms straight away. So in other words, there would be one upgrade membership offered at each platform, $10 per month for 10,000 banner views, a 50% referral commission for every purchase to the sponsor, and all revenue generated through both of these new traffic exchanges will go into their new partner program and the dream product they have outlined, a local business directory index product, which will generate income in 3 weeks from now. And they'll be able to refund members who have not withdrawn their seed money balance. So if you have not actually taken out your seed or more than your seed, they will give you a refund. So that is good news that they're trying to refund people. What is happening here? They're actually going with Plan B, so turning it into just a straight up $10 per month. Get your banner seen by 10,000 views and a 50% commission. So it'll cost you $10, but for every person that you bring in, you get $5. And I don't believe that's, well, actually, that might be $5 a month. So if you refer somebody, you get $5. That means if you bring two people in, that'll cover your $10, and then everybody over that is just gravy. But you won't be making, well, you could be making as much as you are, but they have decided that this is the best way to go. And sometime in early 2018, they will start up with the Rev Share products again. So that has made people very upset, as you can imagine, uh, because, as people have told me, like I was about to take money out. So the new plan is $10 per month. And honestly, that's pretty cheap advertising, but you'll get your banner viewed not by 10,000 people. So you'll get a 10,000 banner views for $10 a month. That is cheap, and if there's enough people on that platform, then people will definitely be seeing it. However, um, the exchange, what is it that you go advertise and then you go look at other people's advertising, and then if you like what they have, but everybody's an advertiser, so there's not necessarily a consumer on there, there's just advertisers. That's a little bit annoying, I think. But yeah, so everybody's an advertiser. Um, okay, so there's a couple of things though that we should go over. And one of them is, yes, that Gladiacoin is still working. Gladiacoin, not Gladiadoin. Gladiacoin. Come on, if you have not jumped on Gladiacoin, you are missing out. I told you about William Portillo, because you'll hear about that guy a lot. He is at $3 million. He has made over $3 million on Gladiacoin, and that is like just over 100 days for him. Of course, he's a heavy recruiter and he's bringing in a lot of people. And he might even be like at the top of the stack. So every single person that comes in is under him. He might even be the owner. We don't know, but it's working. But anyway, for the rest of us who are not at that $3 million level, we are still, let me show you. Here we go. We are still at the $3,627 limit. Now, let me show you. I actually did send money. You'll see right here. Let me change this to actual money. I sent $522 on May 13th. It actually took a long time for blockchain to clear. You might notice that lately that blockchain is a bit behind. But again, I am just getting, it's the 0.03s, 03s, 04s, 04s. This is all my Gladiacoin money. It just keeps coming in every day. So that's 100, 240, about $400. Let's say about $400 has come in since I sent $500 somewhere else. So I basically made that back. I have over 2 Bitcoin now. I did want to go look at the Gladiacoin wallet. Let's go see how close I am. And one moment, I gotta go get my token. Oh, woo, and I got pretty hair today too. Okay, so that should get me on. And let's go look at the news. Okay, so on my dashboard, I am at 66% earnings. So you'll notice I have earned just over 2 Bitcoins on this. So I still have 1.3 Bitcoin to earn. 1.33 Bitcoin to earn on this. And this one is my top one, and then I have my other ones that are running too. So and remember, I started this on March 24th. Down here. Okay, March 24th was a Friday. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 weeks, and I'm at 0.66% done. So, 7 divided by 0.66. It's going to take about 10 weeks for me to do it, which is, 74 days. So about 10 weeks. At this rate, I'll be done in 10 weeks. It's been 7. So by 8, 9, 10, by the beginning of June, I will have made the 4 Bitcoin. And right now, 4 Bitcoin is worth a lot of money. And then I will reinvest 2 of that and continue doing that. I don't see how you cannot get into this. And you can get in so low, remember? So, oh geez, that's the dog because there's somebody running. Okay, she scared me. So Bitcoin, my wallet just grows and grows and grows. This is completely done through Gladiacoin. That's $3,627 I now have in Gladiacoin, or from Gladiacoin, that I will continue to build. And I'm very excited about that. And I do that on my own with little to no referrals coming in, unless you come in and then you do your own. So come in under me, come in under someone else, but you really need to start. You really need to get your Gladiacoin going because it is paying. And get in now because it pays every day. It continues to pay every day. All right, on this beautiful day outside where it's sunny, we are going to talk about how to get started with the Bitcoin and the Gladiacoin. And there is also something else that I'm looking at that I am going to tease you with and share a calculator, but I'm not going to share the entire thing yet simply because I'm waiting, as I like to do, to make sure that I'm getting paid out before I go ahead and get you all involved. So I will share that. But again, Gladiacoin is still paying out, and I don't see the slowdown quite yet. So gladiacoin.com/bizerin. Let me make that a little bit neater. We'll put that back on the screen, all on one line, because that makes more sense. Okay, so what is this Gladiacoin thing? And why is it so amazing? And why are people making so much money? Let's go through that just quickly so you can see what it is that's happening and make a good decision for yourself. So, Gladiacoin is a Bitcoin doubler. A Bitcoin doubler, which means after you have doubled your Bitcoin, you are done. Then you must restart the process. So it doesn't compound without you starting the process over. Of course, you can start again with more and then double that and keep doubling that. But it is not that each time you come in, you're putting back in money and reinvesting um, so that it stays in the system. It goes back to you, and then you make the choice of putting it back in. And plenty of people are making the choice to put it back in. So you can come in with 0.1 Bitcoin. There is a lower level you can come in with, which is 0.05, but this one does not have, this one does not double. This one does not double in 90 days, but you do get the binary, you do get in the binary string, so that you are getting the money from people coming in under you. If you come in at 0.1 Bitcoin, which will cost you about, at this point, approximately 175 American dollars, um, you will be able to double that in 90 days or less, but 90 days is the max. 90 days max to $351. So you have put in, and that's about 3 months, right? 30, 60, 90 days, 3 months. So 175 divided by 3 is like you turned $58 a month into $116, or roughly $116, $117 a month. So that's a little boost for you. Now, what if, just what if, you were able to do double that? Let's say you put in the zero point 0.2 Bitcoin, and then you were going to get zero point 0.4 back. So instead of just starting with the 175, you started with the 351 and you doubled that. So now in your 3 months' time, you have turned your $351 roughly into about $702. And that means you are now making about $234 a month off your initial 351 that you put in. So your 351 is like turning, $117 a month into 234. That's pretty good. And then it keeps going from there. And there is a zero point 0.4 doubler, a 1.0, a 2.0, and a 4.0. So right now, a strategy that's being used is to put one of these larger amounts on the top of your own pyramid. So let me get rid of some of this stuff. And put your other accounts below there. So to get in, you come in under somebody, which means you might come in under me. But after that, you're coming in under yourself so that you are having multiple accounts towards your own self. If the minimum you did, you could come in, let's say, at the 0.1 here, and then you make your two legs, 0.1 and zero point 0.1. This is going to give this a little boost, and then now it's turned on so that it is anybody that comes in under you. Now this one will get credit for the binary options, the binary booster, if you want to call it that. And now you have 3 different places that are earning you a double. So if you can, you might come in at 1.0 or 2.0 Bitcoin on the top, and then have your little doublers come down 0.1 and 0.1, and then you could even go from there. I believe what I have right now is my 0.2 on the top. So I have my 2.0 on the top, and then I have a 1.0 here, and then the 0.1s. It's actually 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, and then I have other people that came in with 0.1s, and so the legs kind of build down, which means these should all be what's considered on. I even went in, and to help the person out below me, I used her direct links instead of using my own to build so that she could have the on. And it still gives me credit because this one was on, but now it helps turn other people's on. So it, like, using other people's links is not a bad thing. I know people who have like 20 or more of the zero point 0.1 accounts, and the reason they did that is because it's easier to save and put back in the 0.1 Bitcoin multiple times than saving up the 2.0. I actually have enough right now that anything over what I'm earning is just going to be gravy because I do have saved, and again, this is all just from my Gladiacoin, but I have 2.09 Bitcoin. So the next time I get paid, which will be, today, because the last ones look like they came in on the 15th, and today is definitely the 16th. So I will get more, and that'll put me up to the 2.1 mark. And then I just keep saving that. So the amount of money that it's worth is, it's dependent on how much Bitcoin, but the Bitcoin's not depend on how much money it's worth. So I do have 2 Bitcoin right now, which I could put back in. I am doing a bit of a conservative one. I'm not putting everything back in that I want to get back my seed money first, and then I can be a little bit more aggressive on the second time around. But I do want to make sure that I have gotten all the money that I put in back out until I go around. And I have actually. I've definitely gotten more out than I've put in at this point. But I want to just make sure that at for this I'm staying conservative this part around so that when I put money back in, it's just the gravy. It's just the money that I put back in. So um, anyway, that's what happens. But in order to get here, you need to figure out your Bitcoin. And if you have not gotten into Bitcoin yet, then let me give you a couple easy ways to get involved with Bitcoin and things that you should have and ways to do it that is going to make sense, but also kind of be the easiest. So here's what I can tell you. There are many, many, many different kinds of wallets. And the beginner wallets, let me just go over a couple of those. There's circle.com, there's coinbase.com, there's zappo.com. Those are kind of the big ones. Um, the other ones that get used, blockchain, which I recommend, and then there's also Kraken, which I also have. So I have wallets in all of these. I don't use them all. There's even another one that I'm forgetting right now. Um, but what I find, and let me just tell you, as somebody coming in and learning this and not being an expert in everything Bitcoin, even though I wish I was, but I'm not, is that Coinbase is the easiest to come in with. Coinbase is easy to set up, and I'll send you a link because uh, it's nice to use referral links, right? So Coinbase, you come in with Coinbase and you set it up, you link it to your bank account, and what this is very easy to do is to buy the Bitcoin. Because in order to even start with Bitcoin, you have to buy it. You have to take the money from your bank, you have to buy the Bitcoin for however much it is at that point, and then you have the Bitcoin in your Bitcoin wallet. From there, I highly recommend transferring it, I went the wrong way, to blockchain. Blockchain is not, you cannot buy Bitcoin with blockchain. You cannot sell Bitcoin with blockchain, although that's not quite true, but you can't do it directly, but it is a very secure wallet. I also recommend always turning on the two-step authentication. So you have two different ways of getting into yours. And that's why some of them use Google Authenticator, some of them send you an email, some of them send you a text. Coinbase sends me a text code to my phone each time I come on. You can set it up so it sends you an email. Blockchain always sends an email, and Circle, I don't remember, but blockchain sends an email, and then there's other ones that you saw that actually use, let me see. Oh, and BitPay uses Google Authenticator too. So BitPay is not a way that you are actually going to buy Bitcoin, but it is a way, it is an actual Visa card that you will be able to put your Bitcoin. So after you have your Bitcoin and you are going to spend it eventually, I assume, you can put it onto your BitPay card directly using um, the address that they give you, and then you will have it and you can use it at any store, and it trans it puts the Bitcoin from your Bitcoin wallet onto the Visa card in your currency so that you can spend it anywhere. You can also go to the ATM and take out money, and it has pretty high limits. Like you can have $10,000 on this card at any time. It might even be more, and then the daily limits are actually pretty high. So it's good, and the fee was like $9.95, and the fees that they take out for transactions are very little. There is a fee for taking out cash, but just doing a straight up purchase, a point of sale purchase, I believe the fees were 0. It doesn't cost you anything to just use it because it's already yours. So it's a preloaded card. So you would go and do Coinbase first. And there's a reason that you don't actually keep your money on Coinbase, because Coinbase is being, um, they're having, I wouldn't say trouble with the IRS. I think the rain's going to start soon, but they are having, they're being looked into more than other ones. So they're being kind of picky, and they will block your account very easily if they think that you are trading Bitcoin for anything, that they can even extrapolate as perhaps not being, a straight up purchase. So I pay Bitcoin to my memberships, and I was to my paying ads and all that, and from the Coinbase, but it would be highly recommended to get the money from Coinbase into your Bitcoin wallet and then put it immediately into blockchain, and use blockchain as your primary transaction, Bitcoin to Bitcoin transaction. And let's go look. So I do wanted to show you. Um, Coinbase does have an affiliate program, so if you use my affiliate link to sign up for your Coinbase, if you don't have one already, then it actually does help me out. If you just go to blockchain.com, it's very easy to sign up for a wallet. So let me show you. If we sign out of here, no thanks, I do not want to. And excuse me, my allergies. Look, you can just go to wallet, and it says create your wallet. Ta-da! That's pretty easy. You go to create your wallet, it asks you for some information, and then you create your wallet. That's it. It's really pretty good. You do the terms and conditions, and then you have a wallet. And inside the wallet, every time you do a transaction, you get a unique a unique address. And remember, when you create an address in blockchain, it only allows money to go into the wallet. It only allows money to go in. If somebody wants to take money from your wallet, they need to provide you with an address, and you send it to them. So if somebody gets a hold of one of your wallet IDs, no, not your wallet ID, your wallet address. Your wallet ID is unique to you, but your wallet address, then they can only send money to you. They can't actually go into your account and take money out. It's not like a bank account, where if you have the bank account number, you could potentially pull money out of there. Can't happen. So I do turn on the two-step authentication, because there is, that ransom. There's something called the ransom scam going on, where somebody hacks your computer, takes ransom of everything you have on your computer, and tells you you have to pay in Bitcoin in order to get it back. And basically, the only thing you can do is delete and factory restart your computer and lose everything, or pay them. But I don't think they would actually give it back to you if you pay them. So really, the only thing you can do is lose everything. Over at Coinbase, I'm going to give you the Coinbase, and you do want to do a little research. So the way you get started with Coinbase is you just type in your email address and get started. What I do want to show you, actually, I'm going to sign in. And so the way you join Coinbase is with my new fancy short URL, bit.do/join Coinbase. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Okay. And then it says Aaron Smuxley invited you. And when you put your name in here, you're going to get $10 worth free Bitcoin. You're going to get $10 of free Bitcoin, and so am I. See, isn't that nice? It's like you just paid me $10 for helping you out. So join Coinbase, bit.do. Here, let's go write it down. Join Coinbase. Oopsies, that is totally bit.do/join Coinbase. Yay! And that will take you directly to the link. And then we both get $10 of coin. Okay, so after you do that, after you join Coinbase, you will then make sure that you have also created your blockchain. So you want a Coinbase and a blockchain right now. If you are feeling like you want to get into it, and remember, this one costs $9.95 and it does come in the mail and it totally works. I've showed you this before. Then you do a BitPay.
Yes, we're inside now. It was getting too windy and the clouds were looking a bit too nasty. So you can get your BitPay Visa card for $9.95 sent to your house, which means you will be able to use the money that you are making. There is Coinbase, so join Coinbase, bit.do/joincoinbase to get on Coinbase, and you get your blockchain account. And when you go to BitPay, there's a couple different things that happen at BitPay. Let me show you. Certain that when you go here, that you go to card and not just log in to BitPay, because this actually takes you to an merchant account. So you hit card and now it says /card and you can log into your card. Now see how it says /card? That's what you want to do. But even before that, even before you log in, when you're at card, you are going to get your card. That's how you're going to do it. You're going to get your card. Order now. Order now. And I'm already in, so you see that I do actually use it, and there's my balance. So pretty nice. Okay, I think that is all that I had to say today about the blockchain Coinbase Gladiacoin. I was going to show you the calculator. Okay, I did make a calculator. Okay, this is interesting. So I made this myself, and it's just to show what potentially could happen with this. Now, like I said, I am waiting for it to come and how to get involved, because I do know somebody who is making $4,000 a day. So I will do that. I'll show you the link, but I'll also show you what's going on, and this is the potential. Short link, join the bot. Join the bot. bit.do, join the bot. But don't start it. You can't actually go do this yet until I tell you about it. So here's what happens. Let's say this is your initial, okay? This is your initial investment. It is $500. And I should tell you what this is, but first I'm going to tell you how it works. And then I can tell you how it is, and I can even direct you to some pretty great videos that I don't have to do myself. Join the bot. But you cannot press that until you have a few things in place. So don't do it. Okay, so let's say you do 500. Now what's interesting about this, it is a 30-day program and it is 180% return. I know. Yep, high return, right? So in that amount, it is 6% per day. You can reinvest 0. Let's see. So there is a minimum. Oh, I know the minimum. The minimum to start is 0.02. And to reinvest, let's go look. To put money back in, you need 0.02 to put in. The amount that you start with is 0.02. So as soon as you have 0.02, you can do a reinvest. So let me show you. Yep, I just gave it away. Okay, so 0.02 right now is like $35. And what happens is that you get this 6% per day. So that's what this column is. It is your initial investment times 6%. So if you just did, you just let it go 6%, 6%, 6%, then after your 30 days times 1.8, you're going to have 900. So your 500 turns into 900 after 30 days. But wait, it gets interesting when you start to compound. So this is compound, and this is your daily interest compounded. Okay? So let's look at this. let's just look at these columns. Okay, so right here, this would be after, and really this should be like day 1. So instead of day 2, it should be day 1 really, but let's just say, so after the first day, so you got your $30, and let's just say you put it back in, because that's enough to put back in. That's at least 0.02 Bitcoin. So you put that back in, you've earned $31, and now the next day you have 561.8. Put that back in, you've earned another 33. So after a week, you now have your 500 turns into 669, and you're now making $40 interest a day. Let's keep going. So let's say, now a couple places here I decided to see what would happen if I took some money out. So let's just say you let this ride for 30 days. Now you'll notice right here, let's just do this. Put that back in. Okay. So this is just letting it ride, letting it ride, letting it ride. So after 30 days, you now have $2,558, and you're earning $153 a day in the interest. So let's keep going. Let's say after 60 days, so now we're at the 2-month mark, you've now turned your 500 into $14,679.46. And you're now earning interest of $880 a day. So earning $4,000 a day would mean you have roughly this much in there, and it's compounding, and now you're earning this much interest. So after 90 days, after the 3-month mark, you're having $44,000, and you're making about $2,600. Oh, no. You actually have more than that, because what I did is decided to, on day 90, take money out. So what is that? About $7,000 out on this day. And then I wanted to see what would happen if it kept going. So you'll see then about 10 days later, I decided, just on my calculator, that I want to actually take money out. So instead of having the $83,000, I took another $3,000 out, just left $80,000 in there. And now it's moving back up, and then at some point I decided to take another couple thousand out just to see what it would do. So after, and let's just let this go one more cycle so you can really see what's happening. Can this last for 120 days, which is 4 months? That would be nice, wouldn't it? So at some point back here, I think I will make sure to take out my initial 500, so that is like not a wash, but it all works off of a bot. And what this bot does is place multiple bets for you. Or that's what it alleges to do. I don't know exactly if it does that, but if I have made $30 by tomorrow, then you will know that this is true. So when we check in next week, I should be, since I'm going to compound and keep compounding, and by the way, the $500 came from a Gladiacoin, so, it didn't come out of my pocket. But if this works, even just for a short amount of time, if I can keep this going for a short amount of time, this is going to be really, really interesting. Don't you think? So anyway, how do you get started on this? This one, yes, clearly there is a high rate of return. What I heard happens, and what you'll see in the video, in the instructions, is that there is the Safe SureBet. It is a website. We can go look at it because I found it. It is SureBet. And what happens on SureBet definitely had a specific kind of look. It was a lot of stuff. I actually think, let's go look. There was a lot of stuff going on. The idea is that you put your money in, and it is Nigerian online sports. We'll see about that. I just wanted to see, because the screen they show on the other video is very, very, very busy. So there's a lot going on. You could go in and do these yourself. I'm not getting involved with that. So what happens is this bot goes and places the bets, they make a bunch of money and give you 6%. So that's how this works. So somebody is making a lot more money off of this by placing the bets. Oh, the live betting. I think that's where it was, where everything was just going nuts. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. I don't even care what all this means. But you will see that, and it actually took quite some time. So you'll see my balance right now says 0 because this just went through like literally 5 minutes ago. But there's my 0.3, and in 30 days it will end, and my rate is 6% per day. So tomorrow I'm going to see if my account balance now has the Bitcoin equivalent of $30, and then I can hit reinvest and put that back in and put that back in and put that back in. I had a support ticket open, and it is definitely confirmed, and I'm ready to go. If you're feeling, should I say risky? I don't know why. Sometimes I just use too many scary words, but if you're feeling pumped up and you want to try something new, put $17 in here, put $30 in here and see what happens. And let's just see if we can get this thing rolling a little bit, and then keep it rolling even just for a few months. It'll be a nice couple months, don't you think? So to get started on this again, let me show you. Join the bot. Now you can't just go join the bot, and I'll show you why. If you go over here, what you need first is to pay attention. You need to pay attention, and you need to go to Telegram. Telegram app. The Telegram app messenger is available online. It is also available on your cell phone in the Google or the iPad store. I got mine online. So when you go to telegram.org, look, you can get it for Android, for iPhone, for something else, or the web version. If you want to just do the web version or Telegram for PC, you actually download it onto your computer, and then you have the messenger. Once you have the messenger, that is when you go here and you do bit.do / join the bot, all lowercase. Then you will get to this. And if you have Telegram, then you send a message. And the message goes and starts your program right away. I think if I do this, actually I don't want to. Then what happens is it opens up Telegram and you get your welcome message. You want to make sure to set up your Telegram so it's in your correct language too. And this is what it'll do. It'll say this. It'll hit /start. That's very important. Select your language, English, and then it starts giving you these options down here. And it gives you, do not send money to this because that is my special code. If you send money to that, it will go into my account, which you're fine. You can do that if you want. But you probably want to get your own account. So how did that all work? bit.do / join the bot. And once you join the bot, you will get to this page which just says if you have Telegram, do it. If you don't have Telegram, go get it. You send a message and you get going. Now the other part that was very important is once you get onto Telegram, you hit this key, /start. And once you do /start on Telegram, it will get you going. And it will give you instructions. And I didn't want to show this to anybody until I confirmed that my transaction went through. It did. And now we'll see. We'll ride the wave. So next week I should have, let's see, what is that? That's $169 total in interest. And then the week after that, I'll have about $500 in interest, and then the week after that we'll just keep looking. And if I'm getting up to this point and you still haven't gotten in here, then you might want to jump on, because then we can just keep going. So what my sponsor said is he's making about the 4,000 a day right now, which according to my calculations is up here. So he has about this much money compounded into his account, and he's making 4,000 a day. He may be taking some of that out. He might not. Even like 1,000 a day. So let's just lower this by 1,000. Oopsies. So let's lower this to, what was it? It was, no, brother. No. Okay, 74, so I'm just going to make this 73,333. And that is still making 4,000 a day. So I could lower this to 77 instead of 77, make it 76. Take some money out, and you're still making for 1,000 a day, but still getting the interest. So that would be very interesting. So perhaps you do want to get up to this point that we saw after, 4 months, getting up to 12,000 a day. How long will this one last? I don't know. The point is, it's working right now, and those are the ones to get into. Okay, so without further ado, I am just going to sign off, because this has been like the weirdest roaming. What was it? Join the bot. Join the bot. Join the bot. But first you need Telegram. And once you get on Telegram, I even can send you the instructions. So if you want to get in touch with me on Facebook, you know where to find me, Erin Smelkstein, and I can send you the PDF file with the step-by-step instructions, including the other instructional videos and the background videos, so you can see what's really going on, I think. All right, signing off. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday, and I will see everybody next week. Bye-bye.